are non-Muslims. They are only tarnishing the image of Islam. Today, the world is seriously struggling with the grip of insecurity. This is inevitable. There is hardly a place that does not have its fair share of challenge, and it is hard to come to know there are different phases of its insecurity. For example, though there are different phases of it, terrorism stands taller than the rest. Therefore, we shall be concerned about the article. Only yesterday, American and most of other parts of the world did the 20th year memorial service of the over 30 the over 3,000 persons of nearly all nationalities who lost their lives in the attack on the Twin Tower building of the World Trade Center (WTC) in New York, America on 9/11, 2001. And it was later discovered that the culprits behind the disaster were some members of the notorious terrorist function known as Al-Qaeda network, which was led by Osama bin Laden, now late. Before the incident of the WTC, terrorists have been on rampage, and presently they are nowhere close to showing down on their ungodly activities. Not even in the future are they likely to come back out. As a matter of fact, instead of turning a new leaf, they are still struggling to conquer new places around the world to establish their presence. And surprisingly, they keep getting mammoth numbers of followers. But how is this even possible in the first place? Terrorist group might be very rich, they might also be very equipped, but it should be known that their real power lies in their prose of religious propaganda. What they do is to buy into their religious gullible targeted by preaching religion to them, and in doing so, the religion they put in to use is Islam. In addition, no matter the provoked act of humanity they unleash on the world, they will readily come up with the excuse that they are fighting holy wars known as jihad. But are the harbingers of evil actually Muslims? This simple fact is that the marauders, in human skin, have nothing to do with the Islam religion. They call those who refuse them infidel, but the truth is that they are the real infidel who have no reason whatsoever to be referred to as Muslim. No true Islamic scholar would do what Osama bin Laden did in America 2 decades ago. Also, the same man had allegedly traveled around the world to source for those who would agree to Islam their socialites, and in the process he financed the founding of Boko Haram terrorist group in 2002. Does a Muslim fellow do such? Oh, imagine the monster that the group has turned out to become in Nigeria today. In the same vein, there is another international influence extremist group known as ICCs. Just like Al-Qaeda, it preaches Islam, but it is into terrorism, and in Nigeria, it has given birth to ISWAP, which has been discovered by experts in terrorism analysis to be more experienced, better equipped, and more dangerous than Boko Haram. Lastly, in this piece, a couple of weeks ago, another terrorist group known as Taliban was on rampage in Afghanistan as it ousted the government of the country from power, and in an attempt to flee from its cruelties, many of the residents of the embattled Asian country unfortunately lost their lives. Also, soon after the militants unlawful wrested power from the lawful ones, they have already embarked on public execution. It is a known fact that not only would a true Muslim not want to identify with terrorists, but a true Islamic faithful even frowns at the ideas of any of them claiming to be fighting the holy war. Therefore, terrorists are simply wolves in sheep clothing. They are not Muslims at all. This is the word I want to hear all the time. These people are not Muslims at all. They are not Islamic people. They are just ignorant people. that are doing evil works for evil bidders. That's just it. They quote chapter and verse from your Quran and you are saying what? Okay, the quotes are always out of context. The Quran verses that talk about killing unbelievers permitted fighting against those who fight against you because of your religion. If anybody quotes such verse, open it, read 5 verses before another after it, you will see that it is always out of context. Quote what? Even Shekau didn't know anything about Islam, let alone those zombies following him. If those groups are not Muslims, then Muhammad is not a Muslim. Can any Islamic scholar count how many innocent souls Muhammad sent to the world beyond? The Jews killed in Medina. Go through Quran chapter 9. You know what Islam is all about. So what does Quran chapter 9 said afar? Knowledge is power, bros. Please don't be sentiment here. Have an open mind to issues. Please, 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 I beg of you. Islamic terrorist organization in the 100% Muslims, okay? And someone says straight talk, you cannot separate Islam from terrorists. As a matter of fact, they are like bone and flesh in қ§1Ň1ڨД in structure. Things are getting out of hand here, I must say. So many people are beginning to backslash the Islamic people, that they are all terrorists, no matter how they want to look at it. Okay, and someone here is saying that instructed Muhammad to create fear and use knife to terrorize and strike the neck innocent people. In the whole world today, Islam causes problem, killing innocent, raping women, destabilizing many countries in the name of satanic religion called Islam. But very soon, Almighty God will instruct his angels to wipe them out if they refuse to change their ways. Someone say, please stop all this your unverified information you are passing on to the people. Please, Islam is peace. Real Muslim are peaceful people, and Prophet Muhammad never preached killing of innocent soul. Please, let's be guided. Okay, I hear you. And so many people are being killed on a daily basis. And why killing those people? They'll be shouting Allahu Akbar. So tell me what that means if they are not Muslims. Then the Islamic leaders should stop defending and harboring them in the name of the same region. Where are the Nigerians Islamic leaders? Where people like Sheikh Ahmad Gumi, Murik and Patami boldly supporting terrorist group in the name of Islam. That of Murik's support for Taliban is still very fresh. We should stop fooling ourselves by saying something different in public and doing the opposite in the room. You said the Northern should stop defending what is not defendable, not Muslims leaders. The scholars in the Islam are preaching it every day, that killing of innocent soul is haram sin. So please, let's be guided, okay? If they are saying that, so why do they always have to preach to them, telling them that when you kill an innocent person, or when you kill someone, or your soul goes to the beyond because of you, you will get 13 virgins? That's not what they have been preaching to them. That's been making them feel that killing people is good. I think Islam really needs to be even banned in this nation of a whole, because their way of preaching and their way of understanding it is the main reason and problem for this whole nation. You can go to the comment section and share your take on this article. Thanks for listening.